COVID is among us, but I want to take you students back to a better time. Whether you're an incoming freshman or a returning student, I want you to remember a time when you left a club feeling great. You spent the last 1.5 hours interacting with like-minded people, sharing new ideas, and learning new things. As you leave, your friend reminds you that the meeting on Friday has been moved to Saturday, and you quickly reschedule it. This community is everything that you had hoped for in a club or community, and you wonder if you'll be able to continue this experience during the pandemic. Now, the short answer is, of course, but will it be the same? In actuality, it is more than important and actually necessary for these extracurriculars slash activities to be there during this pandemic. According to natural human behavior, humans are social creatures who thrive when we cooperate together. In addition, isolation has caused a lot of harm, with the CDC reporting that over 40% of human adults have reported cases of mental disorders, mental health issues, or substance abuse. Author and practicing physician Mark Hyman suggests that community offers a different type of help that not doctors, clinics, or hospitals can provide. Purdue has over 1,000 clubs, but I have noticed that during the pandemic they have not been running as efficiently as possible. Nevertheless, the question is not if they can continue to be as great as they were before, but how. The main problem that I found is to do with communication. And under communication, the main two problems have been scheduling meetings and engagement during meetings. During this presentation, I will address both these issues. And according to Jody Glickman, scheduling meetings is one of those things that sounds very simple until you actually do it and can even become treacherous. Jody, who runs a leadership development firm, says that it shouldn't be complicated, but it is. And this is because finding availability with all our different schedules is difficult, even if we're in the same place. Now we have international students like myself who are abroad and have different schedules entirely. Another challenge is engagement. This is a diagram of a Zoom attention span. And if you're like me, you can probably relate to this. I personally spend a lot of time looking at the camera and seeing if I can adjust it and make myself look better. On a serious note though, human attention spans have decreased from 12 to 8 seconds, and this was reported by Kevin McSpadden from Time magazine. This may be because of devices, social media, and other stuff, but nevertheless, it has become increasingly difficult to pay attention to meetings, especially online. This is bad both for the speakers who are delivering information and for the listeners who are supposed to take in information. Nevertheless, there are solutions to both engagement and scheduled meetings. If we begin with scheduling meetings, one way to increase or one way to make availability easier is to use online tools such as Doodle, HubSpot, and Zoom.ai, which allow people to select times that they are most free and creates a heat map of times that people are most available. You can then present these to members and people will select times that they most prefer. Another way is to be proactive. As a host or a team leader on a club, you can be proactive by reminding people. But according to appointment.one, you must remind people within 1 or 2 days, otherwise they may forget. As a member, you should be proactive and check on other members to see if they've remembered about the meeting. Improving engagement is one to do with initiative. As a member, you can take initiative to dress the part, and this is particularly important for more serious and formal engagements. Instead of just coming with your regular sweatpants and sweatshirt, wear a shirt and nice trousers as well. And doing this, according to LinkedIn editors, actually tricks your brain into thinking you're doing something important and will increase your productivity. Another thing you can do as a host or a leader is to make group discussions that are engaging, ask interesting questions, and make sure you abide by Stanford's guidelines for equal engagement, which will allow people to engage equally. And this is pausing before people answer questions and selecting on people in a kind manner who are not participating as much. In summary, scheduling can be solved by using online tools that allow people to congregate and put their availability in one place. You can also set reminders, either as a host or as a member, and also check on other members to ensure that they remember when meetings are. Engagement can be improved by creating interactions, by dressing the part as a member, and also by taking initiative. One common denominator between all these things is proactivity. Proactivity leads to productivity, and both leaders and members of the clubs must put in the effort to make the clubs a success. If we all commit to doing these things, clubs will be great and can be as great as they were before the pandemic hit. Again, it is crucial to have communities during these unprecedented times for our own well-being, and it is upon us to optimize our clubs to make them as good as possible.